in the shadowy corridors of ancient religious texts where angels consorted with mortals and divine judgments, reshaped the world. Three groups stand out as enigma: the giants, the Nephilim, and the yellow, also known as the alil. These antediluvian figures mentioned in the book of Enoch and the book of Jubilees. Before we start, we'd like to ask for your support. If you enjoy our video, please hit the like button. This will help us reach more people and create content for you. Now let's get started with today's video. Represent a hybrid race born of extraordinary lineage and shrouded in intrigue. This is their story. Long ago, when the earth was still young and its lands were vast and untamed, the world teemed with beings unlike any known. Today, these were the days when Enoch, a man of unparalleled righteousness, walked with God, but the earth was also filled with other creations, some of which bore the mark of rebellion. The Watchers, heavenly beings who descended to the earth, defied the laws of heaven and took human wives for themselves. From their union came the Nephilim, mighty and fearsome giants who towered over men. Yet, even among the Nephilim, divisions arose, and the order of creation turned upon itself. The giants, the most powerful offspring of the Watchers, became rulers over the Nephilim. Their strength was legendary, and their appetite for dominance knew no bounds. They stood like mountains, their voices rumbling like thunder, and wherever they walked the earth trembled beneath them. They saw themselves as invincible, destined to rule all creation. Resentment grew among the Nephilim, who chafed under the rule of the giants. Though smaller in stature, they were numerous and cunning. They devised strategies to overthrow their tyrannical overlords. Battles raged in the great forests and deep valleys, where the Nephilim set traps and ambushed the giants. With weapons forged from iron and bronze, they struck back against their oppressors. Despite their massive size and overwhelming strength, the giants were not invincible. One by one, they fell, their immense bodies crashing to the earth, shaking the ground as they perished. The Nephilim claimed victory, but peace was fleeting. The rise of the alil, the masterminds of civilization. Among the Nephilim emerged a new faction, the alil, a smaller yet highly intelligent group that possessed deep knowledge of the earth and the heavens. Unlike their brutish predecessors, the alil were artisans and inventors. They crafted weapons, tools, and strategies that far surpassed the understanding of others. The alil saw themselves as the rightful rulers, not by might but by intellect. They turned their knowledge into a weapon, striking swiftly and decisively. They poisoned water sources, crafted ingenious traps, and waged a war of attrition against the Nephilim. The once proud armies of the Nephilim were scattered, their leaders slain, their strongholds reduced to rubble. The alil stood victorious, but their triumph came at a cost. The alil turned against humanity. With the Nephilim defeated, the alil set their sights on a new target, humanity. In those days, humans lived in simple villages, unaware of the conflicts unfolding among the giants and their kin. The alil saw humans as weak and unworthy, believing their superior intellect granted them the right to rule over all. At first, humanity resisted. Though smaller and less powerful, they were determined and resourceful. They banded together, learning from the alil's own inventions and using them as weapons. They fought with fire, cunning, and unity, striking under the cover of darkness, setting traps, and wearing down their oppressors. The alil underestimated human resilience. Despite their intelligence, they could not match the sheer will of humanity. One by one, they were driven back, their numbers dwindling until they were no longer a significant threat. Enoch, the messenger of God. Amidst this chaos, Enoch continued to walk with God. Known for his wisdom and unwavering faith, he stood as a beacon of light in a world darkened by war and corruption. He had witnessed the rise and fall of the giants, the Nephilim, and the alil, and he pleaded with the Watchers to turn from their rebellion and seek forgiveness. Some wept and repented, but most refused, their pride too great to overcome. One day, as Enoch meditated in a quiet valley, a group of humans approached him. They told him of their struggles, of the wars that had ravaged the earth, and of their fears for the future. Enoch listened carefully, his heart heavy with sorrow. He knew that the violence and strife were the consequences of the Watchers' disobedience, but he also knew that humanity had a choice: to follow the path of the fallen or seek righteousness. In his wisdom, Enoch began to teach the humans. He shared with them the knowledge of the heavens, the laws of creation, and the importance of justice and mercy. He warned them of the dangers of pride and rebellion and urged them to walk in harmony with each other and with God. The vision of the Great Flood. As the years passed, the conflicts among the giants, Nephilim, Alil, and humans began to fade, but their scars remained. Then, one fateful night, as Enoch stood atop a mountain, gazing over the vast earth, he received a vision. He saw a great flood that would cleanse the world of its corruption. He saw the watchers bound in chains and cast into darkness. He saw the giants, the Nephilim, and the Alil swept away, their power broken forever. Enoch wept, not for the judgment, but for the lost potential of those who had turned away from their Creator. He understood that the flood was necessary, a divine act to restore balance to the earth. Before he was taken from the world, Enoch shared his vision, urging humanity to repent and seek God with all their hearts. Some heeded his words, while others scoffed, their hearts hardened by pride. Then, one day, Enoch was no longer seen among men. It was said that God had taken him, for he had walked so closely with the Creator that he was no longer bound by the earth. The legacy of the Alil. To understand the Alil, or the alil, one must revisit their origins. They were the direct descendants of the Nephilim, making them a second generation of hybrids. The Book of Enoch describes the Nephilim as the offspring of the Watchers and human women, beings of immense strength and insatiable greed. Their corruption was so great that it played a significant role in provoking the Great Flood. The story did not end with the Nephilim. The Alil emerged as their successors, embodying both celestial magnificence and human frailty. Unlike their predecessors, who relied on brute force, the Alil combined strength with intelligence, making them even more dangerous. They were warriors, rulers, and architects, shaping civilizations while manipulating those beneath them. Their ambition knew no bounds, and their actions disrupted the delicate balance of creation. The Alil's influence extended to governance, warfare, art, and religion. They designed systems to consolidate power, ensuring their dominance at the expense of humanity. Their corruption was so profound that it necessitated divine intervention. The Great Flood. The aftermath. Did the Alil survive? While the Nephilim are explicitly mentioned as perishing in the flood, the fate of the Alil remains uncertain. Some interpretations suggest that remnants of their lineage may have survived, either through cunning or by the intervention of sympathetic forces. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. I hope you like this video. Thank you.